State of Real Estate. Every Friday at 12 noon Eastern Time. Grow your real estate business. You're watching State of Real Estate. Hey, what's going on? Welcome to this week's episode of State of Real Estate. My name is John Chrismo. The show is brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate. We're here every single Friday at 12 noon Eastern Time to help you understand the technical side of masterminding to grow your real estate business. So that way you could build a real estate business that has predictable income. And one of those very important aspects is your sales funnel, your pipeline, basically how it is that you drive customers through your business cycle. So we're going to be breaking that down today. I'm really excited to share these topics with you. My name is John Chrismo, and you're watching State of Real Estate.
Have you seen what's going on in Tampa?
If you're looking to get in on the real estate action that's going on in Tampa right now, we're who you need to talk to. We can help you get your real estate license, start your real estate career. We're here to assist you for the life of your real estate career. Give us a call. Phone number is 813-928-0106, or check us out online at tampaschool.com.
Do you want to incorporate studying for your real estate exams into your busy schedule? Now you can review the key topics you need to know to pass your class and state exams with our MP3 audio review. Simply pop in your headphones or connect to your car to reinforce crucial information while you exercise or drive. Listen to the first unit for free at mp3audioreview.com. That's mp3audioreview.com.
Hey, if you're enjoying the show today, which I'm sure you are, be sure to hit like, subscribe, post your comments, share with your friends and family. Thank you guys so much for watching.
You are watching
State of Real Estate. Every Friday at 12 noon Eastern Time. Grow your real estate business. You're watching State of Real Estate.
Have you seen?
Hey, welcome back to this week's episode of State of Real Estate. My name is John Chrismo. The show is brought to you by the Tampa School of Real Estate every Friday, 12 noon Eastern Time. If you're not yet subscribed, make sure you hit the thumbs up icon. Make sure you hit the like button so that way you get notifications whenever it is that we've got new content to help you grow your real estate business. And what we're talking about today is a topic that's definitely very important in terms of a business of real estate. You know, see, a lot of people get their real estate license and they don't make a business out of it. They do a little bit of real estate here or there, but they're not necessarily building something sustainable, repeatable, scalable. And the only thing that is sustainable, repeatable, scalable is a process. And today we're talking about a funnel of 3 stages, and if we're just going to make this super simple, in terms of what it is that you should be doing in one way or another, and they're going to be in one of these 3 stages, is to contact, in contact, and follow-up. To contact, in contact, and in follow-up. Now, this is a very universal 3-step series for basically any communication you're going to be having. And if you really think about it, that's all you're doing is communicating with a client. Whether it's to get them to become a client, you're either about to contact them, in contact with them, or following up to get them to become a client. Or we could think of this as our actual clients that we're working with, that we're going to work with, that we're working with, and then past clients. So I mean, really what this is basically doing here is we're following up with what we've done in the past. We don't want to let go of what we've already done and try to pick up those pieces that we didn't quite get yet. Because remember, a lot of people are going to need a significant degree of follow-up, and if you don't follow up with them, you won't be able to do business with them because they're going to forget who you are. So that's the past. The in contact is your present, and the to contact is the future. Again, just 3 simple stages. You got to keep this stuff simple if you're going to be able to use it. You make this super complicated and some crazy, in-depth, detailed thing, that might be necessary, but if you don't understand the basics of why you're doing that, and it's again, just because people are in one of these 3 stages here. And what I really want to talk about today is how you could use this idea of a funnel. And really the idea of the funnel is, again, you have these different stages. And the reason why it's shrinking down is because you're having people trickling down. It's not necessarily that there's a huge mistake that a lot of people make when they look at these diagrams of charts and funnels, pipelines. The number one mistake I see them make is assuming that people fall out of your funnel or they fall out of your pipeline. Nobody falls out of this. But think of this as almost like a gravitational pull. If you're not doing anything to keep pulling your clients into you, they're going to slip away. They're going to fall into somebody else's orbit, if we're using all the space analogies here today. So we want to pull people into us here, because this is ultimately where we get to a deal. One way or another, whatever it is you're working with, buyer, seller, renter, landlord, anytime there's money to be made, whatever your money it is that your business makes, it's not a one-for-one type of thing. That's why this doesn't look like a straight line. But we're not here necessarily to talk about, what the numbers look like of this to this, but understanding the processes and stages and the transition, the experience that your client is going to go through, moving from somebody in this larger pool where they've got a lot of questions. They're not sure of what they want to do, if they even need real estate. The way that it is that we want to think of this largest segment here are people that you know, your contacts. Contacts and acquaintances. I'm not even trying to spell acquaintances. I'm so spoiled by... I used to be able to spell real good back before the days of autocorrect and when you would just type everything and text everything. Now I've gotten lazy. So contacts, people that you know. Anybody that you have a phone number, an email, any sort of, again, I want to keep this simple, so let's leave it at that. Let's leave it as contact. Here we've got an email or phone. Because if we don't have either of those 2 things, it's going to be pretty difficult for us to contact our contact if we don't have a method of contact. So that's really what this is up here. Anybody that you either have a phone number for them or an email for them, that is a contact, and they are part of your real estate business sales funnel. And it's hard to see that sometimes because they might be so far away from the actual deal, from the actual money, from actually getting to a point of you doing business and transacting with them. But they'll never get to doing business and transacting with you without these intermediary stages here. So it starts off as a contact. A lot of times people might also call this your sphere. Now, I don't even like using this word sphere because this implies that these are people that are like in your circle. And, some people, they might take that really personally. Well, I have a very small circle of friends. Yeah, me too. But I know a lot of people. I might have an email or phone number for a lot of people. Those are all contacts. Now, those may not be an immediate business need. They're likely not to be an immediate business need for the majority of these people. That's why this is going to be so big. I mean, this really isn't even proportional of what this would probably look like more so in real life. Let's see if we can make it look a little bit more proportional here. So your contacts, this is everybody that you know. And we're dialing this all in. So huge amount of people up here that might fall into a smaller, again, I don't even still like this because that still looks huge. Because I want to really emphasize how you're going to have a smaller amount of people trickling down into this funnel. It's not a simple 1-to-1. It might be a 10-to-1 or a 100-to-1 or a 1,000-to-1, depending on how many people that you know. The more people it is that you know up here, you might start off in real estate a very well-connected person with lots of contacts, but now the thing is, these contacts are just people that you know until you're introducing yourself in a real estate capacity to them. And ultimately, the next stage it is that you want to get them to is a lead. And then a client. So think of this as the people that you need to contact, the people that you're in contact or you should be in contact with, and the people that you're following up to make sure everything is getting done. Because this is the actual doing real estate portion here. But look how little the actual doing real estate portion of your funnel really is. And I still am not happy with how big this is here. This should even be smaller here. Because this is just such a trickle of what comes through all of this here. Now our commissions, our paydays are maybe $10,000, $20,000, maybe $5,000. We're talking thousands of dollars for each client. So, and it does require a fairly good amount of work, but there's no reason why you can't be handling multiple clients at one time. Even if you're doing part-time, you might be able to handle 2 or 3 clients still at the same time. And that's the way you want to try to stack this up because, again, I can't stress this enough. This is not a 1-to-1 ratio. 1 contact does not equal 1 commission. Again, it might be 100 contacts. It might be 1,000 contacts to get to 1 commission. Now, as you improve your funnel, as you utilize not just yourself and making yourself more effective and better, but you utilize tools and technology and so much that's available to help you become more efficient moving through this process here. But again, to reiterate, contact anybody that we know. We have an email or phone or some way to get in contact with them. You meet somebody on the street, that could be a contact if you get their email or phone number. Because if you don't have their email or phone number, how are you ever going to get in contact with that person again? So let's focus on this, on the contact portion. Because if this needs to be our biggest bucket, our biggest pool, our biggest sector of potential of people, what are we doing on a regular daily basis to get more contacts, to get more emails, to get more phone numbers? One of the things that's probably one of the most automated, one of the best things for doing this is a website. A website is a great way to build up contacts, and a good website, a website with an integrated contact manager and IDX website smart feed with your MLS and all that other good stuff going on, that could help at all stages of this right here. But I'm talking like even just a simple little form or a little like, hey, get my free guide, I'm buying a house, give me your email. Or you want to look at this house, give me your email. Or you want to find out about what your home is worth, give me your email. So that's a great way to get a lot of contacts. But again, they're exactly that, contacts. Now, some of those might trickle into the lead category a little faster if they're more motivated, if they're more ready to go. But a lot of people might just be tire kicking. They might just be looking. They might just be kind of feeling it out. They might just be thinking about this, and they want to take advantage of the tools on your website to find out more. And in exchange for the tools on your website, they're usually willing to exchange their contact information. And then that now gives you the opportunity to follow up with them, to help move them to this next stage, to becoming a lead. And the best thing you could do to go from your contacts to your leads is information and content. Information and content. Now, there's other ways to collect contacts. You could go door knocking. That's a great way to collect contact info, and you're probably going to get better quality contacts than you would just off of your website alone. However, there's pros and cons to both. One might provide better quality leads, while the other might be a more automated, more scalable, more efficient method. It doesn't mean do one or the other. It means do whatever you can to get both of those lines of business up and running. It's not about picking and choosing what it is that you want to do. It's about doing as much as you can to get more people into this funnel. More people that you could serve, because as you inform and provide content to your contacts, that's what's going to help nurture them from being a contact and turning into a lead, because a lead is when they have an identifiable business need. When they have an identifiable business need, that's when I would consider them a lead. Now, they're not yet a client, because they're not a client until you've got some sort of agreement where you're employed by them. Whether that's a listing contract, buyer brokerage agreement. And then once they're a client, you still have to get the deal done. You still have to do what they employed you to do. Help them buy a house or help them sell a house. And then how do you take that lead again from a lead to a client? Information and content. But the difference is down here, you're probably providing these in a more direct means. Because if you look at this funnel, and if you look at when we're getting closer to the money here, now, your job as the business owner, as the one in charge of your real estate business, and yes, even as a sales associate, you've got a real estate business. It's up to you how much money your business makes. So it's up to you to scale this entire funnel. However, when you must wear your salesperson hat, which is the salesperson hat is the one that gets the payday. Without your salesperson hat, your real estate agent hat, none of the other hats matter. None of the other business hats matter. It doesn't matter how good you are at making websites or doing videos or talking about real estate or how much you know about real estate. If you can't help people buy houses or sell houses, you don't get commissions. So since this is what, again, involves the highest level activities, this is usually where you focus on your actual direct hours. And then whenever it is that you don't have time to spend with clients, you're trying to move your leads into a client. And not necessarily, again, trying to push people like, all right, who's ever thought about buying a house? All right, you're going to buy a house today. Come on, let me show you why. No, but the people that are trickling down through your funnel, and that's why you need to really scale this big, because the bigger it is that you scale this, the less you have to try to, push somebody to do a deal, because if you only have one person in here, then what can you do for that one person other than say, come on, buy it, come on, don't you want to do it? I mean, yeah, maybe you could be more creative than that, but my point is, if you only have that one client, you're just going to drive them crazy if they're not ready. So some people won't be ready yet. Some people won't be at these farther down stages. So it's, again, about scaling this wide so you have more people trickling down through this funnel. Because, again, I want to emphasize how small the amount of clients trickling down from the level of contacts to leads to actual clients. But the bigger it is that you focus on getting more contacts. But remember, this is like we're trying to keep them in our orbit. We're trying to pull them in with our gravitational pull. We're trying to pull them into us. So it's not just about making contact. It's about following up with information, with contact, with things that they want to know about, that they should know about things that might entertain them a little bit, or persuade them why now might be a great time to take advantage of the market, or take advantage of interest, or take advantage of whatever it is that is available for you to take advantage of. They won't know unless you tell them. They could already know about it, but when they hear it from you, they might trust in that idea more. Now, if you're just being silent, if you're not providing any information, those people are going to fall out of your orbit. And remember, the goal of this is to try to scale this wide. So now, how do you do this? Because if we're talking about door knocking here, there's only so many doors that it is that you can knock on per minute, per hour, per day. So there is some limit out there for that. Some days it gets real hot in Florida too, so that can make that a little bit more difficult. And your website, now that could be almost an unlimited source of leads there. But those leads coming in on your website are going to need even more work to pull them in, because you maybe haven't had that face-to-face contact like you might have had door knocking. And then there's the in-between of that, of like, say, cold calling, of picking up the phone and calling somebody. And that's a little bit more direct, not face-to-face direct, but more direct than the website. But then think of what you could use, what technologies exist to inform and provide content to your potential clients. Think of what you're watching right now. We have the technology. I mean, every single one of us has high-definition video cameras in our pocket. And it's crazy the amount of technology that it's out there. And look, you might not get thousands or millions of views on these videos. That's not the point. All you need is one view for that one client that sees that video, likes it, and says, you know what, yes, this does make sense. I did like seeing that, market report about this area, or I did like finding out more about the home buying process, or I did like finding out more about why now is a great time to buy, or whatever content it is that you're providing. If you don't provide it, they're never going to know. You might have all this good information up here. Why are you keeping that to yourself? And look, I know you could get caught up in trying to make it perfect, or worried about if people are going to like it, or whatever the case may be. You won't know until you try. You will never find out until you get out there and start putting that content out there. And maybe you're not a video person. All right, that's fine. Write it blog post style. Video is I would say a better medium, because it allows so much more information to be conveyed in less time than the written word. That's why they could do, these books that take days to read in the matter of like 2 hours in a movie format. Yes, they cut out a bunch of stuff, but there's so much sensory overload that you have from what you could hear, from what you could see, versus just what you have to imagine by what's written on paper. But either way, whether you're just sending out written posts or videos or pictures, whatever content it is, it's better than no content at all. And this doesn't just go for, putting things on your website. We're talking every method possible, whether that be email, social media, your website, of course, whether that's blog posts, YouTube videos, Facebook videos, posting those same videos on your website, and then directing the people in your emails to go watch those videos. And so that way you get to provide greater content that provides greater understanding of how you could benefit your clients. And that benefit won't apply to everyone, but the people that watch the video, some of them it will. Because they'll watch that video and they'll get a better understanding of the service it is that you provide. Or maybe it's not a video, they'll maybe read about that information in a blog post or some web page on your website or anything like that. Or maybe it just could be an email. Or this could be a phone call conversation. Some of this information you might be providing more directly. Again, especially when you don't have clients to actively work with, your time should be spent on getting leads to become clients. What other leads do you have that you could try to turn into a client? And if you don't have any leads, then okay, well, let's work on getting more contacts. Let's work on building the sphere. But that's basically it. It's the people you're going to do business with in the future. It's the people you're trying to do business with and the people that you are doing business with. That's what your funnel is. That's what your pipeline is. And the better job it is you do of keeping track of where people are at in these stages, the more effective you could be. And the better job it is you keep track of how many people are in these stages here, the more you'll understand what it takes and how quickly you could scale your business. But that's essentially your 3 stages of not just a real estate sales funnel, but really any sort of sales funnel. This isn't unique just to real estate. This is any sort of sales. That first, people have to know you. Then they have to have an identifiable business need that your business can solve. And then they have to become a client and you have to get the job done. Now, some places you might get paid up front. In real estate, we get paid when it closes. So we're like the last people to get paid. Big payday, so, it's got some, interest on it, I guess, for us waiting to be the last people to get paid. And we only get paid if we get the deal done. Because if that transaction doesn't go through, well, there's no money for us. So very important that, again, you're focusing your time and effort on actually the clients and getting the job done. But if you don't have any clients, then let's get you some leads. Let's try to get some of those leads to become a client. If you don't have any leads ready to become a client or any other leads to follow up with, let's build the contact base. Let's get you knowing, meeting more people. And there's a lot of ways you could do that, from face-to-face, over the phone, over the internet. Methods that you pay for, methods that are free, that you just invest your time for. There's so many ways to optimize each of these different stages. But you have to have a good understanding of where your contacts are at before you could understand how you could do more to move them through this process. So look, that's about all the time we've got for today. So I want to thank you guys for tuning in. If you like today's episode about a sales funnel, a real estate pipeline, hit that thumbs up button for us so we know to do more videos just like that one. If you guys have any questions, give us a call. The phone number is 813-333-2676. Again, that's 813-333-2676. We have advisors standing by to answer any questions you have and assist you in any way it is that they can. Whether you're looking to get your real estate license, complete your post-licensing requirement, try to take your real estate business to the next level. Maybe you're trying to get your broker license, or you just got to do continuing education. Whatever the case may be, we want to help get you there. Call us 813-333-2676. Again, 813-333-2676. You can also find out more info online at tampaschool.com. We've got our step-by-step licensing guide at licensefl.com. We've got all kinds of websites, all kinds of great information that you can find online. But again, if you want your questions answered in a more direct, quicker way, call the professionals, call the experts. That's what we're here to do. 813-333-2676. Or check us out online at tampaschool.com. Make sure you guys hit that bell icon as well so you don't miss out on any updates that we have. That'll subscribe to the channel so you get notifications. So whether you're on YouTube, Facebook, whatever the case may be, you could also put your email in on our website and we'll actually email you out updates. But we do these shows every single Friday. We also have Ask the Instructor on Wednesdays, and they're both designed to help you get a better understanding of how to grow your real estate business, how to launch your real estate career, how to make money with your real estate license. Because at the Tampa School of Real Estate, that's our mission. We don't want you to just have a license. We don't want you to just pass a class. We want you to change the trajectory of your future. We want you to be able to access opportunities that you might not even have known existed. And there's a lot of possibilities. There's a lot of doors that open with a real estate license. But then you got to know how to use that. So we've got pre-licensing courses, post-licensing courses, all kinds of great information. And we're here again every Wednesday and Friday. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. If you have questions, check us out online at tampaschool.com or call us 813-333-2676. Again, that's about all the time we've got for today. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.
What's going on in Tampa?
If you're looking to get in on the real estate action that's going on in Tampa right now, we're who you need to talk to. We can help you get your real estate license, start your real estate career. We're here to assist you for the life of your real estate career. Give us a call. Phone number is 813-928-0106, or check us out online at tampaschool.com.
Do you want to incorporate studying for your real estate exams into your busy schedule? Now you can review the key topics you need to know to pass your class and state exams with our MP3 audio review. Simply pop in your headphones or connect to your car to reinforce crucial information while you exercise or drive. Listen to the first unit for free at mp3audioreview.com. That's mp3audioreview.com.
This is our story.
Hey, if you're enjoying the show today, which I'm sure you are, be sure to hit like, subscribe, post your comments, share with your friends and family. Thank you guys so much for watching.
You are watching
State of Real Estate. Every Friday at 12 noon Eastern Time. Grow your real estate business. You're watching State of Real Estate.
Have you seen what's going on in Tampa?